Good evening, and welcome to another edition of Tea and a Trailer. I am your host, Victor von Psychotron, and tonight's tea is Raw's Limoncello Chamomile Tea. A nice, fruity, mellow tea. They recommend you brew this tea about 5 to 6 minutes, which is a long time for tea to brew. So, to make up that time, let's watch a double feature of trailers of a man who's known to roar in the courtroom, Perry Mason. The case of the Howling Dog, and the case of the Courteous Bride.
Listen, Danny, the cops are hot on my tail for that silk job. If I don't get the best mouthpiece in town, it's curtains for me.
I'll get hold of Perry Mason right away. If anybody can beat the rep for you, he can.
Sure, Perry Mason. He sprung me the last time I was in a jam.
Why don't you let Perry Mason handle the case for you? Is he good? Good. He's won both my divorces and 3 breach of promise suits. And he's tall, dark, and handsome. He's the man.
Hello, this is the Evening Times. Tell Perry Mason we'll give him $5,000 for his exclusive story of how he solved the Milpers Drive murder. Yeah, the one he called the case of the Howling Dog.
My secretary told me you wanted to see me about a dog.
Before we go into that, I want to know if a will is valid no matter how a man dies. Suppose he dies on the gallows or in the electric chair.
It makes no difference how a man dies. His will is not affected. Now let's hear about the dog.
A dog has been howling for 48 hours. Mostly at night, but sometimes during the day. And that continual howling is driving me crazy. You know, when a dog howls, it's an omen of death in the neighborhood.
Do you think I'll be arrested?
Certainly you'll be arrested. You let yourself into your husband's house with a pass key. You were there when he was murdered. Now, if you think you can pull a stunt like that and not get taken down to police headquarters, you're crazy.
How soon do you think they'll come for me?
Open up there. We're officers.
I found the door open. I rang the bell, and no one answered. So I walked in. I found Foley dead.
You're sure you're not holding anything back, are you, Perry?
Are you insinuating that I might have shot Foley? I'm beginning to think so. In reference to Mr. Foley's police dog, Prince, is it not a fact that the dog left the house and howled dismally?
He did not.
Did you hear the dog howl?
I did not.
The defense at this time would like to make a motion for the adjournment of the court, officers, and witnesses to the scene of the crime at 4889 Milpers Drive for the further cross-examination of this witness. Get down on the floor.
Oh, God, there's no room.
Get down and make room. Right now, it's the most comfortable place in the world for you.
You're not going to turn me over to anybody for a crime I didn't commit?
Keep your head and your voice low. And tell me what did happen.
it was your brother.
Yeah, that's funny, 'cause I never had a brother. No, and what's more, I never had a sister either.
You never had a sister? Well, what do you think of that?
No, no sister, no brother. In fact, I'm an orphan. Ain't that sad?
Somebody made a mess of this apartment.
Certainly made a mess of Mr. Moxley. Hit him on the head with a poker, stabbed him in the back. Gosh, that's enough to kill any man.
I got an uncle in Australia who's rolling in dough.
And you got a cousin in San Quentin that's waiting to get his neck stretched.
Yes, but Perry Mason doesn't deny that it was a false identification, even if you do.
Remember, you're fooling around with a murder charge,
All
dear.
right. I haven't got a chance.
Yes, you have. True, they've got you. They've got Dr. Milbeck and Flora Bell. They've got almost everything. Almost.
Tell me, Perry, is there some hope? What are you going to do?
Remember, it's a Clue Club mystery masterpiece.
Hello there. We hope you have enjoyed our double feature of Perry Mason movie trailers. Please feel free to email us your comments about it. Also be sure to check out our blog, Facebook fan page, Twitter feed, Weird-O-Rama.com, and our Patreon page if you're feeling generous. So for all of us at Weird-O-Rama, this is Victor von Psychotron telling all of you to stay weird and enjoy your tea.